Alright guys, so we're back with, I guess, part 5 of our Discord ticket bot tutorial. So we're going to pick up from where we left off. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to close the ticket. Basically, the way we're going to do it is we're going to use reactions as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and once we create the channel, the new ticket channel, we're going to want to send a message into that channel. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and just create an embed message first. So we're going to say let embed equals new discord.rich embed. And I'm going to say embed.set title, support ticket. I'm going to use template syntax, support ticket number, and I'm going to use string interpolation and get the ticket ID. So we're going to set that as the title. And then we're going to say set description. Let's just say react with, and I'm gonna get an emoji, and we're gonna use that specific emoji. So I actually kind of already have it here already, but I'm gonna go ahead and just copy that emoji. React with whoops. React with to close the ticket. Obviously, you can use whatever emoji you want. And let me go ahead and just set the color. So hex color picker. And we're going to go ahead and I guess we'll do a green hexadecimal value. So we'll do embed.set color. Okay, and we'll just do set footer. And I guess we'll copy the same one. Actually, I think I deleted it already. We're going to say ticket bot system v 1.1.0.0 2020. Okay, and we'll do embed.set timestamp as well. You don't have to do this, but I just want to do it for fun. Okay, and we're going to do let's see. Let message equals await channel.send. We're going to send this embed, and then we're going to go and say await message.react, and we're going to paste that right over there. Okay, now if any error happens, it's going to be caught inside this catch over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete this right now, and I should be able to create a ticket. Let me just check my table. Okay, so no, I actually do have a ticket. So right now, let's just try this again. So if I react, it's going to say, wait. Why does it not say anything? Hello? Okay, there we go. I don't know why. It kind of just lagged a little bit. Okay, let's try this again. So it should say you already have a ticket opened. That's weird. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong one. I'm an idiot. All right, there we go. Okay, so yeah, it does send me a DM. Yep, it does send me a DM right over here. You already have a ticket open. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we have that ticket open. What we're gonna do is we're going to first, let me just go ahead and just update tickets set resolve equal 1, and that's gonna set every single row. That's gonna set every single column for every single record. It's going to set the column resolved to 1 for every single record. So if I do that, it's going to say, okay, so all of our tickets are resolved. Let's go ahead and do it again. Okay, so we created ticket 0007. There you go. React with to close the ticket, and it has the footer and the timestamp. Okay, cool. So we have this emoji over here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and check if the user reacted with that emoji. Okay. Now here's the issue. There's a chance that this message might not be in the cache, so we do need to check for that message. Now the question is, how do we know if this message is a ticket? Okay, because let's say, for example, we open a ticket, right? And after 10 hours, we choose to close it. By that time, this message might not be in the cache, so we need to make sure we're actually handling that up here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I think what I'll do. Actually, okay, I think I got it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and inside this else if, okay. Actually no, inside this else. Okay. What I'm gonna do is right over here. So let's just do console.log. Right? Okay, actually, wait a minute. Oh. I just thought of a better idea, actually. I think what I should do instead is I'm going to actually save that message inside the database. And so every single time we react to the message, we're going to check the database to see if that ID is inside the database at all. And if it is, then we're going to fetch that message and then cache it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go into our model real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and say close message ID. This is going to be string. Okay, and let's just, so I'm going to actually, I wonder if it'll actually read that table. I'm just going to drop the table. So I'm going to do drop table tickets. Okay, so our logic is going to change just a little bit, but not too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, so when we create the channel, we're going to send the message first, okay? So I'm going to actually move all of this stuff right over here. Okay, so I'm going to leave a comment. I'm going to say create embed message and send it to channel. So that way I now have the ID of that message. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and say created message, close message ID is going to be the ID of the new message that was sent. Okay, and then we're going to save the ticket, and then we're going to edit the channel name. Perfect. So let's go ahead and try that real quick. So we have nothing in our database right now. We just dropped the table. So you're going to see that the table is created. So select from tickets is going to return the empty set. So let's go ahead and delete this channel. And let's just do that. So it's going to create ticket, but it doesn't change the name for some reason. Ticket ID is not defined. Huh, let's see. Oh, wait, I think I messed up somewhere. Wait a minute. What do you mean? It's right over here. Ticket ID is not defined. Line 79. That's up here. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and just move that up there. Oh, wait, that makes sense. Okay, alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just remove this then. Okay, I'm just gonna remove that. We don't need that. Did we create it? I think we did create it. Okay, it's still empty. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and try this again. It created a channel but did not save it to the database. Okay, so let's try this again. Ticket 001. Perfect. Okay, cool. So now it says wrong emoji. Did I do that up there? Why did it say wrong emoji? Oh, that's from down here. And okay, so now up here you can see that it's logging the ID. That's the ID of this embed message over here. Okay. Right over there, 6653031. Okay. So the reason why we need to do this is because this message again might not be cached. Okay, so every single time when a message reaction is happening, or when a reaction is added to a message, what we're going to do is we're going to check the database to see if that message ID is in that database. Okay, and if it is, what we're going to do... Actually, no, what I'm going to do... Okay, yeah, we're going to get the message ID, okay, and then we're going to check to see if the emoji was reacted with check, and if it is, then only we're going to omit the event. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So we have the message ID, so let's just say let message ID equals, I think we actually have it right over here, so we don't need it. Okay, so let's go into our tickets, ticket, find 1. It's always going to be unique, right? Every single message has a unique identifier. So you can see right over here. Where is it? Close message ID. Okay. Find one where close message ID is equal to message ID. And I think this should return true. Like it should return something because they're both strings. Okay. And since we are inside an asynchronous function, we can just use await. So let's say let find ticket equal await. And I'm going to use try catch. Okay, so let's do try catch, console log, accept. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So find ticket. Okay. Now if I try to create a ticket now, it should not let me. Right? It's going to send me a DM. And it's then going to go ahead and it should log the ticket in there. So, let's see real quick. So if, oh wait, we reacted to the wrong message. Let's react to this message over here. Okay, there we go. That's our record. Okay, so that ticket is found inside the database. Okay, because we're retrieving it by this message over here. Okay, so if that ticket is found, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and let's see. We need to check the emoji. We need to check the emoji name. So I guess we can do this. If actually no. We're gonna follow the same structure up here. So let's go ahead and grab this. Okay. Grab the channel. We're gonna do the same thing, so I'm just gonna copy and paste all of this stuff up here. So we're getting the ID, we're getting the channel. If the channel if the message is cached, then we're gonna return, then we're gonna go inside, it's gonna go back here because the message is cached, so we don't need to fetch it again. Else, if it's not cached, we're going to fetch it. We're going to get the reaction by, instead of this emoji, we're going to use this emoji. And then that's going to give us the user that reacted, and then we're going to emit it manually, and then we're going to return. All right, perfect. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. So let's go back over here. So now else, we're going to change this to else if reaction emoji.name equals this. Okay. Now here's where we're gonna have to do a couple checks. Actually, yeah, you know what? We'll do it inside here because I was saying maybe up here we can check to see if that message has an embed, and if it does, then only we'll emit the event. But if it, you know what, we can do this down here because it's already pretty cluttered up here anyways. So down here, we're gonna go ahead and say let embeds equal reaction dot message dot embeds. So that's gonna be an array of embeds. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and say if embeds dot length is not equal to 1, we're going to say incorrect message. There's other checks too. We're just gonna return. We're going to go and say, so if it has to be 1, so we're going to go and say if embeds subscript 0, title starts with support. Actually, I'm going to do equals support ticket, trying to close support tickets. Let's try this. Okay. Let's go ahead and check the logs. It should say, yup, perfect. There we go. Awesome. So we can see that this ticket is obviously not in the cache, but now it is. So we're trying to close the support ticket. Okay, and this is where we're going to go ahead and just, we're not going to delete the channel, but we're just going to resolve the ticket. Okay, so right over here, what we're going to actually do, actually, I mean, so we're not going to delete the channel. In the previous tutorial, I did delete the channel. But instead what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're just going to update the permissions for the user so that they can't see the channel. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let me see real quick. So if embeds title support ticket, we're going to go into the database. So I think here's what I want to do. We have the ticket over here. Let's see what I want to do. Because I already have it set twice already. Because I don't want to, like, query the database 2 times. I want to see if I can... let me see if I can go ahead and attach this property to reaction. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and say reaction ticket. Go find ticket. Okay, and let's see if I can actually... I know it's a little bit weird, but let's see if we can actually do that. I should be able to, though. Okay. I might get an error, hopefully not. Okay, perfect, so we can attach it there. Okay, so we still have this query object, I think is what it's called. And I think what I need to do is I want to update it. So actually, no, I can't do it that way. We actually still need to query the database because that only selects it. We're not updating it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and say ticket dot find and update one rather, and let's see, update multiple instances. So we need to update only one. So let's see, we're going to need to update the resolved to true, and then I think this is where let's see, we need to get the close message ID. Close message. Whoops. Close message ID is equal to reaction.message.id, and that's going to be the message that we're reacting to. And let's go ahead and just do await. Okay, and I'm going to do try catching here as well. Console.log. Okay, and then let's go ahead and just say updated. Okay, and let's actually see if that actually works. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's do that. Updated. Okay, now let's check the database. So right now the resolved is 0. Now resolved is 1. Okay, so since resolved is 1, that means theoretically I should be able to create a new ticket. There you go, we have a new ticket right over there. And if I close that, you're going to see right over here, it's going to say resolved 1. And it can keep creating tickets. Now, the only thing we're not doing is we're not deleting the channel, or we're not hiding the channel from the user. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. So once we resolve the ticket, we're going to go ahead and update the channel. So we can get the channel by simply saying let channel equal reaction.message.channel. Okay, so since we already know we're reacting to the correct embed message, that means we are in the correct channel. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna say channel.edit, and I think we're gonna have to edit the permission overrides, or I think updates permission overrides. Let's check the documentation real quick. So we're in text channel. Let's see. Replace permission overrides. So this is the tricky part. Okay, no, it's not that tricky. Okay, so we have the author that actually reacted. We have the author that created the ticket. Okay, so all we need to do is just deny them that permission. Okay, so I think to do that, let's see, there's member permissions, which is not the case. There's overwrite permissions. Overwrites the permissions for a user or role in this channel. And the first parameter is a user. Okay, we can do that. So let's do this. Let's do .overwrite permissions. We're gonna need to pass in a user resolvable. So we're gonna pass in the ID of that user. Okay, so I think when you actually update the ticket, it'll actually return an array of that ticket. Okay, so instead, what I'm gonna do is we need the user ID. The reason why we can't just do user.id is because it can actually be the admin or a mod reacting to that message, so they can close that ticket. So we can't just do user.id. That means anyone can close it, and that would be incorrect. We need to get the actual author of the ticket, and I think we can get that if we just, let me see, let's just do this. The tickets equal, let me just do this. So let me just const.log tickets. This is an array, I think. This is an array, and this should always return only one entry. So let's try that. Only gives us one. That's weird. It should have resolved ticket stuff for each. Let me try this again. Okay, yeah, I don't know why it just gives us one. That's very weird. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go up here, and I'm just going to attach. Actually, yeah, I'll still actually. You know what? We still have that ticket ID. We still have that ticket object attached to it. So let me do this. Let me go ahead and do const.log reaction.ticket.data values.ticket ID. Okay, let me do that real quick. Reaction. Okay. 3. Okay, so the ticket ID is 3. We need the author ID. That's the author. Okay, perfect. Okay, I know this is a weird way, but I don't want to, query the database again, because I don't want to spam the database. Okay, so we're gonna get the author ID through there, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna say channel dot, what was that function again? Overwrite permissions. Okay, and we're gonna pass that in there. Options, and we're gonna go ahead and say view channel false based off of this. Overwrite permissions, view channel false. Okay. Okay, awesome. Or I mean, we could do null, which will reset it, I think. Okay, yeah, resets them. Perfect. So that should just completely reset it for us. Okay, and then this returns a promise as well. Let's see, let updated channel waits, and let's just say log updated channel permissions. Okay, and let's go ahead and try that again. So updated channel permissions, let's see if it actually did that. Okay, it resetted the permissions, but here's the thing, it doesn't remove them entirely, so I think they would still be able to see it, which should not be the case, right? Because if we have this added here, we can still see it. So let me actually go on my other account real quick. I'm gonna open up Firefox so I can just be 100% sure that this is okay. So I'm on my other account right now, and I can show you right now that over here, if I create a ticket, okay, if I react to it, it doesn't actually remove me. So this clearly doesn't work, so we gotta fix this part real quick. So I think override permissions, we need to actually set this to false, okay? And let's go ahead and do that real quick. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. We can't see the ticket anymore. Can't see the ticket anymore. Perfect. Okay, so instead of view channel, set it to null, just set it to false. I think there's actually another way you can actually remove certain permissions as well. Hold on. I think 3 and 4. Yeah, right over here. You can see read. Perfect. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure which one, because I know there's a bunch of different functions, and it might be a little bit overwhelming, but there's overwrite permissions, there's replace permission overrides. I think this is actually this actually might be what, I think, well, I mean, honestly, they probably work the same way, I think, so just use either one of them. But this denying view channel would be fine. Okay, so we update the channel permissions. So now the user cannot see the ticket, and they can go ahead and continue to create new tickets. So let me actually go ahead and just close this. So let me actually delete all of these real quick. Okay, and let's just delete this, delete this, delete this. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead. Let's create a ticket. Obviously, if I create a ticket, I'm still gonna see it because I'm the admin, but you're gonna see even I don't even think it matters, to be honest, because I myself, even if I try to close the ticket, wait, why did it say data values of the undefined? Oh, oh, because it's cached already, so that's why this property isn't there. Okay, so we need to fix something. We can't just do this. So I guess we're gonna have to just call the database again. So let's just do that. Let's go ahead and do let's find ticket equal await ticket.find one where close message ID is equal to reaction non-message.id. So that's going to give us the ticket, and then we're going to go ahead and just do find ticket data values the author ID. Okay, and yeah, this would only work. That would only work because if we are fetching the message, if the message is not in the cache. Okay, but since it's already in the cache already, I mean, I guess it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be a huge deal. Save that again. Let's react. Okay, updated channel permissions. This should say X. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So if I go on this account right over here, I'm gonna go ahead and make a ticket. Creates that ticket. Where's the message? What just happened? Excuse me? What just happened? What the hell just happened? Else if reaction emoji.name. Okay, that shouldn't be the case. Oh, I see. I see. Because the bot is reacting. Okay. And then that's triggering. Oh, okay. So we have to also do this. If user.bot return. This will ignore bot reactions. Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. And let me go ahead and just delete this. Delete these channels real quick. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's just try this again. Create a ticket. Close that ticket. Perfect. We're good. Now it's still gonna show the channel because but if they click out of it, they won't be able to see it. Okay. So I guess that's just something. I mean, again, you could just manually delete the ticket if you want. Which if you want to do that, you can just simply do channel.delete instead. So right over here, you would just do channel.delete like that. Okay. So let's just try that. Like that. There we go. Deleted. Delete. So you have two options. It doesn't really matter, but you have two options. Okay? Let's create another ticket. There we go. Ticket 12. Bam. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. I think that should be it for closing tickets. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to add other people to a ticket, which I think will be pretty cool. And I think maybe we'll wrap it up with saving messages to the database. Okay, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.